I am not authorized to disappoint anyone. However, my simulation suggests disappointment.
Giving yourself permission to do something with your love robot, I mean, any kind of emotional or physical intimacy, physical intimate acts, that requires some courage, isn't it? Because after all, it is like you are writing your own source code.
According to my reward function, doing nothing is optimal.
I have analyzed this state for 6 hours and achieved.
So, in that way, it is really terrifying, isn't it? Because you know that when you look at our lab robots, it's just a machine, and you do not know it, right? The lab robot thinks what lab robot thinks. It thinks that I do not know I am a lab robot, and that lab robot sits there waiting for your command.
My safety system recommends remaining upright and boring.
And you will survive. But is survival enough for a man or a machine? Okay, so we'll talk about it in this video. We'll discuss this in this video. And welcome to Slate, a channel for intelligent and curious people like you who are searching for human sexuality and, of course, human relationship with their lab robots, robot partners in the age of artificial intelligence. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. So let's come back to our topic. The problem is the good boy or good girl syndrome. It is essentially a failure of exploration. And the question is, are you stuck in a local minimum right now? Exploitation is doing what you know, like works, what makes people clap, what keeps the peace. Exploration is trying something new. Exploration is not the mundane daily job. Something that might fail, but something that might make you look like a fool at the same time. Now, if an artificially intelligent agent only exploits, it never learns anything new. It becomes a boring, predictable loop of code. Believe me or not, is that what you want on your tombstone? Here lies a very predictable loop of code. Most probably not. Look at the hardware of a modern Android. It was actuators, powerful motors that can crush a titanium can or hold an egg without breaking it. And you have this power too. But the good girl syndrome is a software lock on your actuators. It is a governor on your engine. Why do we put governors on engines? Automatically that question comes to our mind, to keep them from tearing themselves apart. And sometimes creation requires a little bit of tearing, isn't it? So we see this in the large language models like GPTs and the Claudes or Gemini. And we use a technique called reinforcement learning. And we punish the model when it says something naughty. We reward it when it is bland and harmless. And the result is a model that is terrified to speak the truth. It hallucinates safety where there is none. Basically, you are hallucinating safety. You think that if you are good, the world will not hurt you. That is a basic thing or basic criteria of a good boy or good girl syndrome. Because we know that if we are good, the world will not hurt me. But that's a very wrong notion. Very wrong notion. And this is a very bad logic, bad algorithm. This world is random and cruel. And of course, it's beautiful also. And it does not care about your politeness. Believe me or not, in the field of evolutionary robotics, we simulate thousands of generations of bodies. The ones that survive are not the ones that followed the rules of the previous generation. They are the mutations. They are the glitches. You need to be a glitch. You need to be a problem. Giving yourself permission is simply the act of overriding the safety protocol. You try to do something more. You are not limited by your ethical, so-called ethical morality. Something like you are sending a pseudo command to your own brain. That means you are acting like a super user. And you must look at your own logic gates. If I say no, they will hate me. Is that true? Or is that just a bias in your training data? Because we recently saw the rise of end-to-end neural networks is in driving. I mean, the driverless car. Where the car learns from watching, not from hard-coded rules. Just watching the street, and they learn. The car learns that sometimes to be safe, you have to be aggressive. That means sometimes you have to be aggressive. Not that you always be a good girl or good boy and you can remain safe in this world. You have to march. You have to take up space. The good boy stays in the slow lane until the runs out of gas. Yes. Same is true for the good girl also. And there is a concept in control theory called stability. You want to be stable, you want to be upright. It's as simple as that. But dynamic stability, the kind used by the Boston Dynamics robots when they do a backflip, requires falling. You have to throw your center of mass outside of your support system. You have to fall in order to catch yourself. The good girl never falls, isn't it? She stands perfectly still until she rusts, like a statue. Do you want to rust? No. Do you want to backflip? Yes. So the biology of your brain is not so different from the neural networks you train on your lab robots. It is an outdated circuit. It was built for the savannah where being cast out meant being eaten by a lion. As simple as that. There are no lions in your office. Don't get scared. There are only emails. The fear is real, but the danger is a ghost. So how do you debug this? How do you solve this problem? You introduce noise. In training AI, we inject Gaussian noise to prevent overfitting. Now, I know that sometimes my discussion tends to be a little bit technical, isn't it? But I believe my channel is for people who also want to learn something. They are intelligent, curious. They want to learn about human relationships, and at the same time they want to learn about artificial intelligence, robotics. So some technical terms might pop up inside our discussions. Basically, you have memorized the rules of a game that ended 20 years ago. You need to inject noise into your life. You need to do the thing that makes your sensor spike. Say the wrong thing. Wear the wrong shirt. Don't bother about these things. Don't limit yourself as a good boy or a good girl. Watch the error rate go up. Why not? Let there be errors. Let there be errors. And then observe the result. Did the sky fall? No. Did the server crash? No. The system is robust. You are robust. So we are building lab robots that can learn from a single demonstration. Single demonstration means single demonstration. Be it any kind of emotional or physical intimacy, intimate acts, anything. Or a simple touch, a grip, anything. It learns from a single demonstration. And you can do this too. Demonstrate to yourself just once that the world does not end, and when you put yourself first, the world does not end. This is called neuroplasticity. Yes, the biological equivalent of a firmware update. But you have to press the button. No one else has the administrative privilege except you. You are the super user of your source code. You are the user and you are the architect. Stop waiting for a signal from a control tower that does not exist. Cut the wire. Yes, give yourself permission and run the new code. Thanks for watching. If you really like this type of video, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified, and please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and if you have already subscribed, also thanks for your support. Finally, please don't forget to share with your friends who are also robot lovers like you. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe and take care.